Right, welcome back to Axis and Allies here. Gonna be picking up another Allies game. I have pulled Husky. Husky here. Hopefully my Allies is slightly more fortunate than my Axis that I'm currently playing. I'm trying to win my Allies games, and this is the only comfortable opener I'm interested in doing as Russia at the moment. So with the 912. So hopefully this does go well. Kind of has to. My previous Allies game was quite stifled in the beginning because of how bad Ukraine went. It went so bad that Germany started trading Caucasus round 1. And I don't know, it seemed kind of doomed from the start because I couldn't recover from that point. So good luck to Russia here. Always do West Russia first. So 1 hit in the first round, and we're taking 4. So this isn't gonna go very well. He gets another 2 here. Wow, this is my worst West Russia so far. This might be another quick Allies game, we'll see. I need a killer. Killer straight from the Russians here. And they deliver as always. Alright, that could have been slightly more punishing, so my heavy's really putting in the heavy work here. Question it. No, I want to kill it because then he has an extra tank on. Yes, I kind of have to sacrifice the tanks again because West Russia went so poorly. I mean, I could have done with one of those roll outcomes. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna commit both AA guns here because he has 3 infantry, 2 tanks, and a couple planes. But do I really care? I'll do my usual here. I'll commit the AA gun. That is so poor. Well, good luck to the rest of the Allies. They need to pull some out of the woodwork here. Oh no, I think I made the mistake by starting a couple games today. I've just had such a horrid luck day for some reason. Alright, well, good luck to Russia defending against the Germans here. Alright, that is the end of Russia round 1. I'll be back with UK round 1. Alright, well, UK round 1. UK round 1, man. Tank rush. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, this has to be a kill Germany game. It has to. It's kind of my thing. I default to kill Germany if he insists on the tank rush. But it's only a round 1 buy, so you can stop as soon as he's done this. But I mean, you're in such a strong position. Look at the. Russia has no infantry to its name, really. Karelia for free. Yeah, they took Karelia for free. Lost 3 infantry. That is mental. Why did he commit? So he attacked 5 and 4. Okay. For Ukraine, and then 3. He committed 3 fighters and didn't lose a single one. The crazy thing is, that battle could have gone so poorly, and he wouldn't have won that. If he lost a single fighter, it would have backfired, guaranteed. Killed the destroyer, wiped out everything, with a sub and a cruiser left. So he lost 3 infantry Ukraine. Alright, I'll take it. And he lost 3 infantry and a tank. Wiping out pretty much everything. See, Russia has no AA guns now. Boy, here we go. Do I do a round 1? I've got to, right? Got to do that carrier drop. Got to put the pain on. Oh. Either that or I do 3 fighter buy for India, but I have the power to put carrier down. Maybe the 3 fighter buy is better. What am I doing with my fleet? Obviously going to move into 17 and wipe that battleship off the face of the earth. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no way I can hold. I should be able to. Surely Russia can hold that. Surely. 8 tanks, 2 infantry, 3 fighters. Right, I'm gonna plan Russia's turn here. Just give me a second. All right, yeah, I think it's I can hold this. Russia can hold this and get 9 infantry, 2 tanks, and 3 fighters for a 68% battle. I can add more, but I might leave it. Or do I leave it because he's tank rushing? I don't know. Or do I try and no? Is it a better response to just fully? Because I can get this American fighter here as well, and this UK infantry, so I can hold it pretty well. I think I've got to delay him, right? If I had the UK infantry, makes it an 81. I don't mind that. So this UK infantry will come up instead of going to India. All right, yeah, let's lock that in. So yeah, I'm gonna get 3 infantry for India. Destroy a carrier. Or Zone 7. Well, actually, I don't even need to do that. Oh no, I've got to do that actually. I was thinking I could probably get away with doing this. Do I bait him to hit this? I could still wipe this out and still put a carrier with the transport. Interesting. Oh, I'm buying a destroyer as well. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah, let's wipe this out and take France. Right, this bomber is going to situate itself in Kazakh or Yakut. Either or, really, it doesn't matter. Let's do infantry, artillery, and tank, and then commit this fighter to kill this. Come in here. Bit of an awkward pause. Was I collecting a pizza? Do I take Borneo? Nah. It's just full defensive mode in India. What am I doing here? Am I taking New Guinea? Probably not. Probably not. I'm gonna take one from here and then one from here. Go to 41, I think. Now, is this cool? I'm gonna put a carrier and a destroyer, 2 fighters, if I have 2 fighters left. Also wipe this out because 3 of his fighters are here, so I'm pretty fine with this. It's a shame that I've lost West Russia on round 1. Almost as bad as losing Caucasus round 1. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I've got to put the pain on Germany this game. So yeah, 2 infantry and 2 fighters should be able to take this, no problem. I have to. Otherwise he hits me with 4 tanks and 3 fighters, which could potentially cause problems. I expected to buy a bomber next round, or just not at all. He might just not be interested in doing that. If he goes full tank rush game, even though it's to kill Germany, I'm confident I can defend myself. Yeah, I gotta start the trades as soon as possible. The US has got to start taking this as soon as possible. I'm happy with this because there's not much pressure on Africa. Right, this should be it. This should be everything. The shame about this, but I have the submerged doctrine on, so I have a stronger counter attack. Most of it's all gonna die anyway, so. Alright, let's lock these in. Hopefully this is a good round 1 for the United Kingdom. I kind of need to 1 round this, otherwise it causes problems. I mean, the game's not liking it, that's for sure. It's either that or I leave the Russians to deal with that. Or do I leave the US to deal with that? What else would it do? It's not going to do anything. Do I make sure the battleship dies? I could have the US actually deal with that problem. I don't like the fact that it's unlikely. Let's make sure. Let's make that a sealed deal here. I'll have the Americans take this out. I mean, okay. Apologize. Yeah. So, if he somehow if he goes for Szechuan, then Russia will have to deal with this, and I'll just have to commit more infantry to take it. It is what it is, right? Good luck to the United Kingdom. Awesome stuff. Nice, very good stuff so far. Come on, boys. Let's 1 round this battleship. Let's take down the Bismarck. Though the Bismarck wasn't in the Mediterranean, I don't think it was in the Atlantic, but what an outstanding round. Attacking fighters, what a joke! Well, I'm glad I sent the extra fighter because it was needed. Amazing value by that battleship. Truly incredible. Truly incredible. I should have just committed the transport to do something else. Well, the infantry has to go up now. But I guess the fighter goes where it belongs now. kidding me? I could commit the transport to 17. Yeah, the transport's actually technically safe. It's 17 here. I should be able to save it actually, because I do have a UK force in 8. I'm fine. I'll definitely take it. The rest of the round was pretty much perfect. So I'll definitely take it. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with it. I could stick the bomber there as well. Don't really need the bomber though. Let's put the bomber in. I'll put it in Yakut just in case he does Szechuan and wipes these units out. Oh, don't forget these. That would be a mistake. I think there is an attack possible for the Japanese. It's just not very good. Alright, I think that's everything, right? Go on to sack, because the fighters are slightly more important. If he goes for this, I don't think he will, or do I actually do that? Do I protect the carrier? Why? Why would he do that with 2 fighters? I could just buy another fighter. I have half my fleet here anyway. I don't mind spending more money on a carrier. My money. I can afford a carrier sack. Fighters are just more valuable. The planes can land on the United Kingdom. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Well, yeah, good stuff. I think that's a decent response from the UK. Despite how poor Russia's feeling, I think Russia can recover, hold its ground, take West Russia. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it for another round. I should be able to. If I can't, I'll just dead zone it, because I'm going to buy all infantry. Buy all infantry here. Save the money for a big artillery buy the next round. If I'm going to do that. But I'm probably just going to buy just mass infantry. Alright. There's the end of UK round 1. I'll be back with USA round 1. Alright. USA round 1. 3 transports, 3 infantry for Japan, so he's at 5 transports on round 1, which is the most optimal you can be for Japan. So he's going to be churning out infantry very quickly. I could do KGF with the Americans to take some of this value away from the Japanese. But I'm probably going to still stick to a Kill Germany game because he bought more tanks. He's obviously going to buy just straight infantry next round. I think that's pretty obvious. He took Burma for free. He killed the transport in 2017. Moved his fleet there. I suppose that was to catch the fighter. Otherwise, this doesn't really make much sense to me. Not that it matters. I'm not doing a Kill Japan, so it literally doesn't matter that being there. He lost an infantry in Yunnan. Oh, he went for Szechuan. Well, I'll definitely take that. Good stuff. Infantry and a fighter left over. He lost some infantry and artillery. I'll take that. I'll definitely take it. Bonus infantry and the fighter. So I could still actually take out the transport with the Americans instead. I'll definitely take it. Took Armway, no units lost. Took Bury, no units lost. Okay. He left Pearl alone, so I like that. Alright, so for the US, it's just going to be a standard kill Germany buy here. So that is a carrier, 2 transports, a destroyer, and 2 infantry. Or do I cheap out on that destroyer? I don't need the destroyer. Because I have an extra one. That's going to arrive late. So I'll do it. I'll do the standard. That's fine. What is this? Okay. Fine. Yeah, I like that. So, I'm thinking what I'm going to start to include with my US here is I'm actually going to, if this fleet survives, let's change this here. If the fleet does survive, I'm going to move to 45 so that 2 American planes can land into India. Just to give India a little bit more boosted defense. No point in taking that. He could do 2 fighters on this. If I could sack a transport, or I could just amass. What am I going to do with the US? Am I doing a med shark? Probably not. Focus on kicking the Germans out of Karelia. I think that's a good option. He doesn't have much infantry going towards it, so if I can amass a small stack here and kick him off ASAP, then the Allies are looking pretty good. Especially if I cut Baltic off for more reinforcements. That'd be pretty decent as well. Alright, I think this is it for the Americans. There'll be no attacks. Just going to take out the transport. So the carrier, destroyer, and a sub. This fighter will come here. This one will land. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Infantry, run away. Fighter to Caucasus, because I will be holding this. This is great, because I have 2 fighters, and then I'll do 2 infantry to take this back. Then I can full stack into Caucasus. Infantry run away. Infantry. And then battleship, destroyer, cruiser here. Destroyer, 2 transports. Bomber. United Kingdom. Okay. Then this fighter. Either that or I want to threaten him from not putting units in Alaska, but I doubt he'd do such a thing. What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I leave the fighters in Western Canada, I'm going to try and dead zone 64. I might leave the bomber here because that can just simply fly over the following turn as well. Do I want the sub? I'll probably leave the sub here. What's he got on this position? A sub? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got a sub and a bomber. Okay. My own carrier keep. That should be enough to deal with a sub. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not possible. Pretty sure. Harry can move to 49. I run to 41. Could try. I doubt he'd try and scare my fleet off. I'm just here to simply deliver the fighter, and then they'll run away. Infantry and infantry. There you go. He puts a battleship and a destroyer here. It might still be worth 2 fighters and a bomber to try and wipe this out. Maybe, maybe not. Now that I think about it, it's probably better just to put the bomber here. The fighters can get to 3, 8, and 13 from this position to land on the carrier, so I'm not too worried. Like just like that, basically. Alright. Everything on the eastern coast. Good stuff. He doesn't have a bomber. He might buy one. I doubt it though. What am I doing? I think I said just mass infantry, as much as you can muster. Doesn't matter though. 8 and 1? Why not? What's my income going to be like? 20... 21? 23. Alright, yeah. Happy with that. Right, so 2 fighters, 2 infantry. Is that correct? I think so. He's going to come here. These guys are going to come down. And then my tanks are in position to reinforce India if they're needed as well. Alright, well this is it. This is all Russia's doing this round. I need to hit in the first round. I do not want to sack a fighter. So yeah, good luck to Russia. Alright, good stuff. Infantry, I'm just going to do full retreat. There isn't a German bomber. He didn't buy one on round 1, so I don't have to worry about anyone picking off this bomber. It can move. I will probably just leave a note, just in case. Right, 2 fighters and every single man will come down here. I forget my odds of holding, but I think it's around 90%, 80%. No, I'm not allowing him to get Caucasus this early. Last time it happened, it ended pretty badly for Russia, so... Let's put the artillery here, why not? Or do I put it here to trade this? There's no way I'm going to kick him out of a stack of Ukraine. So I might just leave the artillery here. 4 infantry, 4 here. I have 2 fighters to trade if he backs off, so I'm not too fussed. $23 more IPC, so that's at least another 7 infantry. Yep, 10, 4 and 2. Good stuff. 2, 8, and 3. Correct. I don't think he can stack West Russia. I don't think it's possible. I might have odds. I don't have much artillery, so he could try that sort of move. He might actually just do it anyway, because he has these 5 fighters. So I'm probably going to lose Caucasus the next round anyway. If he pushes forward in mass, I will have to move the UK assets off. Because of what Japan can do. He has 6 fighters. I do lie, 6 fighters. And a bomber if he's feeling desperate. So he's definitely going to get his way into West Russia here. But at least I've delayed it for another turn for him to gain access to Caucasus. So I'll take that. It's fine. The Allies are coming. They are coming here. So. Alright, that is the end of Russia round 2. Back with UK round 2. Alright, UK round 2. 12 infantry, 2 artilleries for Germany here. Infantry, artillery to Karelia. 9 infantry, 1 artillery to Germany. And then 2 infantry to Italy. Okay, so he took France. No units lost. He... Alright, oh, okay. Failed West Russia. Losing 2 units. Killing 2. And then failed Archangel. Killing 1, losing 1. Ouch. That definitely hurt Germany. It's 1 whole infantry that he can't buy now. Okay. I might try and combo that with a US bomb on Germany. Or Karelia. Probably Karelia. Yeah. Pretty happy with that. I was not expecting that. Good stuff. The opportunity is here for me to stack. I won't be able to hold it though. He can get like an 80% chance to take with everything I can get here. I just don't have enough air power support from the Allies yet, so because I put a carrier down round 1, so it's just not feasible, which is fine. I'll definitely take this. Alright, so Germany stacked France quite heavily actually. That's a pretty heavy stack. 3 AA guns, 5 tanks. That's certainly overkill. Probably impossible for me to take, if I'm being honest. But I'm happy with that. He's overcommitting his defense. I'll take it, definitely. These units aren't going towards Russia at the end of the day, so I'll definitely take it. The only downside is that UK can't trade France for boosted income. That should be fine. Should be fine. Wow, this is certainly quite a difference at the moment. So for the UK, speaking of 2 infantry, 2 tanks, transport, and a fighter. As my buy, I'm going to save the 3, and then the UK should be able to get themselves up to, what is the income? Should be able to get myself to 33. Because I'm going to try and take Algeria, I'm going to take Finland, and I'm going to try and take Burma, so that will get me to 34, and then plus the 3 is 37. Which I can get another transport with, while I wait for this one. I think I made a slight mistake. I was supposed to leave one of these infantry behind on Australia, because I got this infantry to pick up, but oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll just have this guy hang around in Western Canada. I might even push him forward. But yeah, this will be my buy here. Yeah, 2 tanks and a fighter for India. The rest will simply go over here. If I'm not mistaken, the transport is safe in 7 on its own because he has no bomber. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I'm going to stack 3 with combined navy here. This should be fine, I think. So I'm going to take 2 infantry, take Finland. I'm going to take one of these fighters and engage Algeria. I'm going to take 2 infantry. I'm pretty confident I can defend India. I don't think he has Japan free timing. I should be able to defend with all 3 nations. Even better so since Germany failed both Archangel and West Russia. So I can actually send 2 fighters and 2 tanks down if I need. Alright, this should be it for the UK here. I did want to put the tank to take it to Trans instead so it could reinforce India, but I want to make sure these die. Alright, this should be cool. Actually, I don't want to do that. I can't use this fighter. This fighter's got to land on the carrier in 3, 2, 3, 4. To get me to a 90% chance to hold. The reason I'm defending it so heavily and not trying to bet him to hit it is because the prize is pretty high. He's going to kill 3 transports, which I'm not interested in losing. Alright. These should be pretty good moves, if I'm not mistaken here. Hopefully there's no problems. Oh wow, okay. Everyone's having a go so far. Right, can I get the bomber to hit, please? Very, very nice. Good stuff. I do think he will stack Burma this turn. That's the reason why I'm taking it. Alright, so I think this is everything for the UK. Yeah, the pressure's been relieved. I don't think the Germans have the strength to hold West Russia. But he has 5 fighters here, which he might leave in this area still, so that he can push forward. We'll see what he does. He can do that. He can push with Germany and put fighters here, and that would completely bypass. Because I'm going to plan on buying like a bunch of artillery, the Russians here. That might just force him in and then kick me off anyway. Not much I can do about that. He was probably going to do it this turn if he had taken it. But he failed, obviously, so I don't see why he just didn't anyway. I don't know why he didn't just push forward anyway. I'm pretty sure he could have defended himself with these 5 fighters. Unless they're needed somewhere else. But they don't have to be there because if he puts the fighters in West Russia, they're still targeting India. So I don't know why he didn't do that. Alright, well, yeah, that's the problem with losing West Russia this early on, is that this combination of German stack and the Japanese fighters is so brutal and pretty effective to get Germany into Caucasus. So anyway, that should be everything. Right, fighter and 2 tanks, and 2 infantry, and a transport 2-7. If I'm not mistaken, he can't hit this. Yeah. He has no bomber, the Japanese bomber is nowhere near. And I'm going to stay on SAC. I'll just simply replace the carrier if he somehow gets to it. Alright. I actually have a decent bombard going on here. 2 cruisers for the UK, it's pretty nice. Yeah, we still got a bit of catching up to do here. Right, that is the end of UK round 2. And we're back with USA round 2. Alright, USA round 2. Japanese bought 6 infantry, 1 tank, 1 fighter, all into Japan mainland. Right, took Xinjiang, Sichuan, Soviet Far East, Yakut for free. Failed to take Burma. I'll definitely take that. Nicely done. And failed to take Kazakh. Awesome. He used aircraft. He still killed 2 for the price of 1, but I'll definitely take it. He failed it, so he can't stack his planes. Air raided it. It boggles my mind, it really does. I mean it worked, right? So there is merit to it. I just know if I do moves like this, I'm going to get punished, so that's why I don't bother. With the US, I'm getting 6 infantry, 2 artilleries, 2 more transports. That is just crazy. Right, I will bomb Karelia. And the only thing that I'll be doing is taking Norway and Morocco. That is it for the US's turn. I'm not mistaken. He only has he's only got 5 fighters here, but I have a 90 like 4% chance to hold. So with the US destroyer here as well, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, well, good luck to the bombing run. I'll definitely take that, very nice. Very, very good. Right, I'm gonna place 3 American fighters into India because he does have a chance. I can get it to like a 92% with minimal investment. If I want to do that, I'm probably going to get an infantry, another fighter for here as well. So, and then the rest, you guys can come to 41. The sub can make its way to. Where's his destroyers at? Here. Got a 52. These guys come to 12. You guys come to 13 here, and then the 2 fighters should be able to make it. Yep, good stuff. Destroyer. A bomber to Russia, maybe? Yeah, why not? It's still in range of Karelia. I can send it to India if I really want. Is an infantry and a tank on Alaska? I mean, if he really wants to take Alaska, fine. Yes, it's either that or I push it and it'd be infantry, tank, and a bombard. I do have a sub on this. You know what? I don't really care, to be honest. If he wants to take Alaska, that's fine. I'll just take it back later. Alright, this is it for the US. That's it. Need to be on carrier keep. Good stuff. Alright. Right, 2 more transports, 2 artilleries, and 6 more infantry. The US are coming. Just gonna make a note just in case I don't forget these guys. What am I thinking? Am I thinking of an artillery buy here? 7 and 2? 5 and 2, I mean. You might try and stack West Russia. I don't think I'm bothered too much. It's the alternative. 5 and 1. I'm pretty sure if Germany wants to, he can stack West Russia with 4 fighters support. So I don't even know if this will be enough. So is there any point me trying to perp a fight? I'll get as many infantry as possible, because he did hit West Russia on round 1. The only thing I have to do this round is, let's get rid of that. It's take Ukraine. Now, I don't need the Russians to assist me. What do I have there right now? Got 2 tanks, 4 fighters, bomber. All I need to do is add 3 more infantry and then I get to a 92. So I don't need to send a Russian tank down. I'll leave the tank here if I need it next round. So I'm going to take 2 infantry. Go take Ukraine. Alright. Good luck to the Russians. I do need to hit this. Alright, nice and simple. Very good. I'm going to give up Ivenki here, I'm pretty sure, because he's got 3 infantry on it. There's no point trying to defend that. And then, let's move. Doesn't really matter where I put the fighters. They can stay there, and then I put 1 here, 1 here. He could try and stack Ukraine. I'm not bothered if he wants to do that. He's not going to be able to take Caucasus away from me again. So I'm going to put all my artillery in Russia. So I can trade this. He tries and puts 5 infantry and artillery and 8 tanks. Might have a pretty decent hit against that. If that's the case then. Do I put more infantry here? I probably want as much kill power on this. Could he? Why would he put his fighters there? He could try stack this instead. Put his fighters there. I don't know what that really does though. I mean, it kicks me off. It kicks me off, so I have to stack Russia, but I'm already doing this, so it's not really that much of a bother. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna send everything back except the tanks. And then put both artillery here, and then let's put... I will put infantry here. And the rest here, of course. So if he wants to get any ideas of trying stacking this, there's no way he's going to kick me off. I can still trade it most likely with 4 infantry, so... Alright. Alright, we're tailing behind. It's like 2 points behind, so it's getting better. Alright, that is the end of Russia round 3. Now we're back with UK round 3. Alright, UK round 3. Germany bought 12 infantry, repaired 4 IPC worth of damage to Karelia. 2 infantry to Karelia, 3 to Italy, 7 to Germany. Stacked Italy. Does not want me taking it. It's fine. Lost an infantry taking Ukraine, lost an infantry taking West Russia. And then took Archangel units lost. I'll take that. 2 hitbacks. Not too bad. So, for the UK here, I'm thinking of 2 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank, and 2 fighters. And I have a fighter, artillery tank for India. I can get India's defense to a 97, thanks to the US. The US aircraft. Just thinking, should I just... no, I'll stick to it. He has no odds on moving. I expect this stack to move to here anyway. Just gonna do a full kill, kill Russia with the Axis here. Unless he tries and stack. He could probably stack it. Whatever happens, the US fighters will be moving to Russia. I mean, I could get away with deploying both fighters here. Could. Nah, I'll stick to the plan. I could try and bait him, I suppose. I could keep that deployment and then move infantry out. What if I move 2 infantry? It's an 88. Because I do want to keep a flow of UK units into Bonkcc here. Yeah, I might try and bait him. If I keep this fighter tank artillery and then move 2 infantry out, and then move 1 infantry here, I have 5 infantry total, and that'll make it an 88% me to hold, with a 34 IPC profit for the allies. Yeah, I'll do that. My notes. What is this? Oh, okay. All I'm doing this round is taking both France and Northwestern. Just like that. And I think that's everything. I don't need to do anything else. Yeah, I'm gonna give the UK this money until I get onto 4 transports total. I'm gonna try and create a system of US goes from 10 to 8 to 5. Whilst the UK stays in 5, and we can directly shuck units into Karelia if we're able to do that. Alright, that's it. Unless I bomb something? One, two, three, four. I could bomb Karelia again with the UK bomber, but I want to leave this here just to make sure 61 and 36 always needs a transport escort. Alright, let's fall back. Push these guys forward. This sub, which is destroyers, they're in here. Yeah, I could come to 46. I will threaten a 35 stack with his navy. This fighter, a cruiser, and a transport. Then I'm going to move my entire navy to 8, I think. I don't need to be in 3 this turn. Five infantry, yeah, artillery, 3 tanks, 6 fighters, 1 bomber, 1 AA gun. Yeah, we'll stay on stack, that's fine. As long as that gets rid of the AA first. Yeah. Alright, good stuff from the UK. Right, fighter, tank, artillery, 2 infantry. Now I have 3 transports to trade now. Then the next turn, the UK might stay in 8 and get another transport. It's good. Yeah, I'm happy that I blocked this so the tank can't blitz across. Right. Yeah, we're keeping up at a steady 10 attack points behind him at the moment. Alright, good stuff. That is the end of UK round 3. And I'll be back with USA round 3. Okay. USA round 3. 1 bomber, 1 fighter, 1 industry for all the Japanese here. Wonder what this could mean. Are you going for India? Well, it certainly looks like it, doesn't it? Right, so we took Ivenki. Took Ivenki for free. Burma, no units lost. Lost a unit taking Kazakh, and then took Novo, no units lost. Okay. Yeah, and then industry for Manchuria, and then fighter bomber for Japan. So he's clearly going for India. He's got no more reinforcements from Japan mainland here. That's why he's invested in a IC for Manchuria. Now, that's a lot of firepower. So he's trying to take it on India on Japan 4. If I do a multi nation hold here on India and get it to a 62% chance to hold. Now, normally in this situation I would abandon India, but he is fully committed to this. 100%. So he's most likely going to take the odds, no matter the odds, because he's going to be completely out of the rhythm. Well, no more reinforcements coming. So he has to go for it now. Or he's going to have to waste time reshuffling into Russia, or without any further reinforcements on Burma. So yeah, I think I will try and hold it. It is a 2 IPC profit for the Allies. It's yeah. I'll be committing a lot to try and hold this. Yeah, so I have a 63% chance to hold. He has a 37% chance to take. I've left a couple notes here. Basically letting me know what I need to move, where. UK fighter and these infantry need to come back. And I've designated a buy for UK here. I'm going to buy a destroyer to take away his bombards, so I get more value out of, instead of getting 1 infantry, get a destroyer instead, take away 3 bombards, which adds an extra 3%, which is pretty impressive. So I'm definitely taking that. Taking 2 4 rolls and 1 3 at the start of the battle, I'll definitely take it. And I've left a note here as to what is going to be left in India. And I'm going to be sacking the bombers before the tanks. It's unfortunate, but if I can keep Japan stuck here, then it's looking pretty good for the Allies. So, for the US, thinking of 6 infantry, 2 artilleries, and an industry. And I'm going to try something here as well. I'm going to pick these 4 guys up and stack C-Zone 7 with my American Navy, and then threaten to do a 1-2 punch on Karelia, or Finland if he pushes out. I'm going to try and bait him with the IC. Whatever units he pushes forward will just simply get 1-2 punched out of oblivion, really. Yeah, I'm going to try and hit this. If this is weak enough, I'll go for it with both Allies members. I expect him to try and push forward as well, because the Russian fighters and Russian tanks will also be in India as well, which might give me the opportunity to do a double stack directly into Karelia, which of course will relieve a lot of pressure in the north for Russia. That is the idea. So the only thing that the Americans are doing is nothing. I don't think I'm doing anything. There's no combats to be done. I could air raid this, but he's most likely going to get a hit, if I'm being honest, and then that will take away from my holding power on India, which I'm not interested in using. So yeah, this is it. So yes, I'm going to take these guys off. I'm going to try and bait him. Right, can these fighters 1, 2, 4? They can, good. The UK does not need a fleet, but it doesn't need assistance from the American fleet. He has only 2 fighters on this position. I doubt he's going to hit it. I don't think 5 fighters are enough to deal with the fleet anyway. You hide up here. This bomber comes down, and I must make sure that I go to... Where is it? This one. Bombers before fighters. Carry the keep version. I'm going to stack the bomber, the American bomber, and then I'll change it for the UK as well on their turn. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's it here. So yes, 2 bombers. That's the American help done. That's all they can provide. Alright, let's lock these in. Just 3. 2 artillery and then 6 more infantry. I'm probably going to get, how many? Another 3 more transports next round, maybe. I've got 7, I want to get up to 10 ASAP. Do I do another one of these? Might as well. So, the fighters can assist these 2 battles. So I want to do 2 here. I've got to deal with this as well, that's the problem. Do infantry. Otherwise he has a chance to take Russia, which is super awkward. This has to succeed. I prioritize these 2 then. But the fighters can only attack Archangel this turn. Maybe I do this. 2 and 1. And then do infantry artillery here. Then 2 infantry here. Or I commit another artillery. I could, because it is slightly more important. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. And then 1, 2 for the tanks. Okay, good stuff. Well, hopefully these go well for the Russians here. Yeah, we're looking pretty thin, so we've got to be careful. But before, if Germany does stack West Russia here, the American fighters will be available. They should be available, I mean. How much got 14 income, 16, 18, 20, 22, 21 best case scenario. That's another 7 more infantry, that'd be pretty nice. Good luck to the Russians. Stuff. Right, this needs to succeed here. This is going amazingly, alright. If he gets a hit, then Russia is... compromised. I have to sack the fighter. Wow. Okay. I have to sack the fighter, I'm pretty sure, because the 8 tanks and 3 fighters will probably be enough. Are you kidding me? So, if I do not sack the fighter, let him... That is absolutely ridiculous. It's insane how fragile India is without the Russian fighter to assist. It goes down by an insane amount. It goes to 45% instead of the 63. Now, Germany's odds on Russia right now is I have a 96% chance to hold. The problem is now is that Germany's just going to simply take Caucasus now because of this absolutely ridiculous outcome here. This keeps happening to me. Infantry, artillery and fighter attack gets 1 infantry. This happened several times now. The outcome for that is around 0.6. So he just picked up a 0.6 outcome. Really fascinating stuff, really. It literally happened in one of my previous Allies games. It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, I have to keep the fighter. I guess I should have overcommitted. Because my units are just not reliable to get their hits. Absolutely ridiculous. Pretty bad. It means he can stack his planes as well, so he doesn't need the he doesn't need the Japanese planes. He could just stack his own. Ridiculous, man. It's fine. I still have the fighter available to help defend, and it's lucky that these tanks are not in Karelia, otherwise he would have odds. He would have had odds, so a bit of a stroke of luck there. It's fine. If I can defend India, then I'll back off. If I can hold it for one more turn, then I'll back off. Then Russia will be safe. Who knows, you might go for it. I have a 96% chance to hold with 50 IPC profit for the Allies, so not too worried about that. Absolutely insane. And I forgot to move this. That's hilarious. I left the note and then just didn't move it. It's fine. I don't technically need it to assist what I'm doing here. He only has 5 fighters. Slightly annoying that I forgot about it, but it is what it is. Right, so I have the 5 tanks, and I just need 2 more fighters, 2 more UK fighters, which is UK's buy and this fighter here. Good stuff. Alright, so that was pretty annoying, for sure. Because now he can simply just take Caucasus. He's laughing, so... But yes, I have 14 infantry, 2 artilleries and a fighter against 8 tanks. 3 fighters. Yeah, he has a 3% chance to take. So I'm not too worried. There is technically a 1-2 punch as well. He has 1 infantry and then 7 fighters and a bomber. I don't know if he's going to go for that as well. The follow-up. We'll see, I might have just screwed myself because of this. Not that this is really my fault, I guess I should have overcommitted. But, you know, it's just attacking fighters in a nutshell that they can't get their bloody hits. Alright, well, yeah. Hope this is worth it. This could go pretty badly if he goes for the 1-2. Let's see, what are his chances on the 1-2? On average, I have 5 infantry left. So if I have 5 infantry left, and he goes for 1 infantry, 7 fighters, and a bomber, I've taken the average result. So if he goes for the 1-2 punch, he has an 83% chance to take with Japan. Which means I'm probably screwed because he can do that, and then he can threaten the 1-2. And I'm forced to retreat fighters into Russia. I just have to hope he doesn't hit me. If Germany hits this, then the game's probably over. It's amazing, absolutely amazing how much that has screwed me. Yeah, I've been thoroughly screwed here. If Germany hits this, and I get an average defensive result, Japan has a 83% chance to take Russia. Yeah, I'm praying that this guy does not see it, otherwise the game is over. Because the UK will be forced to reinforce to stop it. And then Japan wipes out a bunch of US and Russian assets, along with the UK as well. And then I'm behind again. I'm only starting to catch up, and then I'm going to be reset. Japan's going to start snowballing, and it's probably going to be the end of the game pretty quickly after that. We'll see, I'm not going to give up obviously, but that's a bit ridiculous that happened. Alright, that's the end of Russia round 4. I'll be back with UK round 4. Alright, UK round 4. 10 infantry, 2 artillery for the Germans. Right, so he attacked Hawkers with 2 tanks, losing 1. Okay, I'll take that. Lost an infantry taking Ukraine, lost an infantry taking Archangel. Took France, no units lost, then took Northern, no units lost. Yeah, and then he stacked Archangel. Yeah, that's a bit concerning. For sure, but I should be able to hold on to India, we'll see. It's a 64 in my favour. I must make sure that I swap this as well. So as the UK, I'm going to get 5 infantry, 2 artillery, destroy and a fighter, following the buy that I need for India. Infantry, destroy and a fighter for them. And yeah, I was looking up my odds of 1-2 punching this. It's just not possible. He's got a 76% chance to hold against both the UK and the Americans attacking it, so I'm not going to bother with that. I seem to be losing hold of West Russia very early on in these games, so I'm going to have to probably try a different build order to see if I can actually hold it. But at the end of the day, I had a pretty bad West Russia this game, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, losing 6 infantry certainly does not help Russia's case. Everything is so heavily influenced on the first round with Russia. And it seems like I keep getting the polar opposites. The worst luck on West Russia, and then my opponents, when I play the Axis, get the best luck on West Russia and Ukraine. So it's literally the games that are going on right now are the complete polar opposites. So hopefully my future games are slightly less brutal. Right, so I'm going to be taking both Northwestern and France heavy. Apply the cruisers to this. I don't believe it's enough. And that is it. The UK will be trading with the Germans over and over again. Retreat with this guy. And that is it. I would love to trade this, but I need every man possible to hold India, so Germany will get away with it. But after this round, I will be abandoning India. It wasn't so obvious. We'll see if it's worth it though, because he's still bogged down. I can still hold it, so we'll see. That is it for the UK. I was thinking, I don't know, can I try and hold Finland? I have, was that 8? It's 14. It's 14 plus 2 UK fighters, that's 16. And plus these infantry, that's 18. There's 18 units here. I might see if I can stack and hold Finland real quick. As much as I would love to stack Finland, it's not possible. He has too much firepower. Way too much. He's a 99% chance to take with just with what he has here. It's either that or I go for a France stack. I think the US should prioritize building a stack in Norway. Alright, good stuff. The heavier trades for Germany, the better. I'm going to leave these two fighters in Norway. I'll move this guy forward, so I'm trading a little heavier with Germany if he does want to engage. Finland. Right, so the tank, come here. And then they can make it to India the following turn. Let's back off. Just in case he switches up and goes for Western Australia. Destroyer is here. Go there as well. 38. Or do I come to 30 instead? Could go to 31. Because if he goes to 37 with the destroyer, he catches me. I can't run away. Alright, well, as long as the US, UK are on bombers before fighters, then we should have the best chance available to keep India. If it's even worth it, I don't know. Russia's not looking very healthy. But on US's turn, I have two fighters, at least two fighters available to throw right into Russia. If he succeeds in taking India, then obviously I'm not going to have these fighters available. So I should be able to, with Russia, take West Russia and Caucasus back at least. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough for the Allies here. Two fighters there, that's fine. US is going to be stacking Norway, so the fighters are safe. Yeah, UK is probably just going to keep killing these over and over again, while the US keeps dumping more and more units into Norway here. Alright, well that is the end of UK round 4. I'll be back with USA round 4. Alright, USA round 4. Nine infantry and then another industry for Kwangtung. 3 infantry for Manchuria and then 6 for Japan. Bombed India for 5. Took Vologda. Lost a sub in season 35 and then took Kazakh, no units lost. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. I was going to give up this anyway. That is perfectly fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to give up India, but Russia's safety is just far more important. With the US here, I'm thinking of 9 infantry, 2 more transports. And I think I'm going to deny him to trade France. That should be fine. I'm going to stack... I could stack a couple transports with units here to just deny him. It's either that or just full stack. I could leave some in Norway. I don't need to though. I could dump everyone in France, and if he pushes forward in mass, I come back with the Americans to wipe it out. That should be fine. Yeah, because Japan is going to take India and Hawaii on their turn. So that will get them up to 9 if they hold France, and all they have to do is take Russia. And still have the 1-2 punch on Karelia. If he's not aware of it. So that could work, and I might even have odds on Germany if he's not careful. We will see. But it's fine, the UK should be able to retreat through and hopefully make it to Russia. Unless the Germans attack the stack, but he should be taking losses at the end of the day. So I think this will be my buy. Alright, I must remember to move that this time. I don't really need it in the Atlantic though, I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. Yeah, I'm going to try and trade Italy as soon as possible so he's limited on his unit pool. If he deploys in Italy, the UK will simply trade it. It's that simple. I'm going to bomb Germany as well and land in France. I could commit an air raid on this infantry here. Why not? The Russians will take this, this, and this, hopefully. And that is it for the Americans, I think. Yeah, alright. Good luck. Alright, nicely done. I'll take a 4. And hopefully he does not get a hit back. Of course. This is why I don't do this very often. It happens so often that I get punished. Right, so let's load every man to France here. I think I can get away with this happening. Did I select them? I guess I did. I think I can get away with not having fighters here to defend this. He's only got 11 and 2 and 5 fighters. 11, 2 and 5 fighters against... Let me check this guy's odds real quick. Alright, I'm gonna send 1 fighter to France to bump it up to an 88. Without the fighter, he has a 30% chance, but he could go for a 1-round strafe, which I'm not interested in him doing. So do I send more fighters here? I don't think... There's going to be 5 UK fighters plus 2 American. I think I can get away with that, in all honesty. Just to make sure if he tries and does a 1-round punch, that it's not a very strong one, like it's not a very strong one. At most he's gonna be killing 3 infantry. So I might just actually send 1 to Russia. That's fine, because I'm probably going to be unlikely to reinforce that with anything else. So if he really wants to hit France, go ahead, I guess. If he hits it with relative success, I'm simply just going to migrate all the units out of France into Finland. I don't know if I would trust myself to hit this if I was the Germany here. I don't think that's enough firepower, plus with the AA gun, you're just risking now. I don't think that's worth it. So I want to keep the AA here. Dies after infantry. Should be fine. Now, where's his destroyers? 1 here, and you have 1 here, right? Gonna move here next round and block in my destroyer, which I'm not too happy with. Better move these, that's probably a good idea as well. Nah, the sub can stay there, you can hunt it down, not too bothered, to be honest. Right, so the fleet, I mean, they can simply just stay in Season 8. I don't have to move them anywhere. Alright, this should be it. Let's delete this. Yes, if he decides to go for 2 infantry's alright there actually, so it protects the fighters. I don't think he's going to do 5 fighters on 2 infantry and 2 fighters. So yeah, if he goes for a 1-round strafe, he kills on average 3 infantry and loses probably around... What does he lose? It varies too much. I don't know. Because I have the AA gun, so it just adds too many variables to it. On average, he will have either 3 infantry left, or 6 infantry, 4 fires, or 3 infantry, 5 fires. So it literally does depend on what damage the AA gun does. Right, so let's do 5 and 1. Take this for free. Take this for free, and then try and take this back. The tanks. What are the Germans gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave the tanks in Persia. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to leave the tanks in Persia, and then the UK will stack on top of them, protect the tanks, and the Russian tanks should be able to move into Russia on non-combat. Alright. Alright, I need a hit in the first round. Do not play with me, please. Good stuff. Alright, let's see this guy's odds on Russia. Alright, well since I lost that fighter, I have a 60% chance to hold Russia with that is a 46 IPC profit for the Allies. Yeah, and then the 1-2 punch does exist, so we might actually take Russia if he's lucky enough. The UK can land 7 fighters and a bomber. I might throw the Russian tanks here. That might be enough to distract him. To commit the fighters against Caucasus instead of Russia. It might be a worthy sacrifice to try and distract him from hitting Russia. Yeah, that's all I got to hope for, really. If he hits Russia, then the 1-2 punch is most likely available. 2 infantry. 2 infantry, 8 fighters, 2 bombers. Japan sacks a bunch of its air force to take it, and then that's GG pretty much. Yeah, I guess made a mistake of defending India. We'll find out, of course. Hopefully he sees the tanks as a juicy target to attack. Yeah, should have calculated this before, but me failing West Russia was a 0.6%. 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 fighter against 1 infantry. He pulled a 0.6%. 6% result, so yeah, 0.6. So I can't really account for that. I shouldn't have to account for that every single game. That is what it is. Well, good luck to the Allies for their defense. Probably should have stuck another fighter there. That would have brought it up to 77% with an extra US fighter. Oh well. That is the end of Russia round 5. We'll be back with UK round 5. Alright. UK round 5. 5 artilleries, 6 infantry, and repaired 4 IPC worth of damage to Germany. 5 artilleries, 5 infantry, 1 infantry to Italy. Obviously the rest into Germany. Right, attack Caucasus, killing 2 tanks, 2 infantry, lost 3 infantry, okay. And then he attacked West Russia, no units lost. Okay, that's fine. He's given up on this northern position here, which I'm pretty happy with. Let's see. I think I can stack Guerrilla this turn with all Allies members. Keep him locked in. I think this might have been the opening I needed to kick him out of the northern part and create a bridge for Russia. I think if I've calculated correctly, in fact that's even better, I can stack these fighters there as well. Actually no, I can't, I lied. Apologise, no. UK can't land planes there. Okay. If I take no units lost, which is asking a lot, I have an 80% chance to hold Karelia with the allied members here. He has 7 infantry, an artillery, 11 tanks, 5 fighters. And I can get roughly 13 infantry. It really does depend on how much damage he does. If he does too much damage, I might not stack it. But I need to move these units. They need to move, otherwise they get crushed. 27 infantry, 28 infantry, 8 artillery, 11 tanks, and 5 fighters. That's way too much. Gotta give this up. I'm hoping the Allies have enough to stack Karelia. Hopefully I don't take too much damage. With that in mind, the UK is going to buy 4 infantry, a transport, and 2 bombers. I've accumulated a lot of money, and I've nowhere to spend it because I'm going to lose India. I'm not interested in putting an IC down in Africa. I'm gonna cash in now. I might consider bombing Germany, maybe. I need to establish a lifeline for the Russians here. The Russians aren't in danger, so I don't even need any of these fighters here. So I can even move all these. I can move all these fighters into Karelia once the UK take it. So hopefully this pays off. Russia's going to kill these Germans. There's going to be no Germans in the area at all. And then Russia can actually expand and take all these territories back. Because he's only going to have 1 infantry and maybe 2 tanks here. So I'm not really concerned. I can dead zone. I might be able to dead zone it. He does have a lot of air force. We'll see. We'll see what I can pull off here. And I'm going to do an infantry tank. Try and take Italy. I'm going to take the artillery from northwestern Europe here. And artillery is here as well. And then the rest, I'm going to move, attack Karelia. These 2 guys with these 2 fighters. 2 bombards. I'm abandoning India this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, not landing. Not happening. Is there a weak position here? Dude, man, if I had that sub 56, 37 or 55, 35, I'd totally hit this. Man, that sucks. I'd risk it. I'd do a sub and a bomber. Try and take it out. You're lucky this time. Let's kill this for the Russians. I'm gonna throw all my tanks at it. Still threatening I'm still going to threaten a pretty strong counter attack onto India, so he has the full stack here pretty much. Otherwise I might have decent odds. Eight fighters with an infantry on its own. Yeah, no. Won't be doing that. Let's just full nuke. Focus here for the Russians. I wish I could hit Italy. But it has to land in France, which isn't ideal. Yeah, it has 1 left. That's not going to happen. It's Germany's income, 34. Not that good. I might have the American bomber bomb this, unless I need it for the defense of Karelia. We'll see. Right, hopefully this pays out. If this fails, I'll just take it with an American one instead. I just need a hit in the first round. Right, well hopefully I don't take too much damage killing these 4 infantry so I can stack it. Alright, good luck to the United Kingdom. Really need him to not hit me too hard here. And he hits me for free? What? Oh boy. I'll finish the combats and see my odds on holding. Right, very nice tank, good stuff. Yeah, it's a shame I can't point snipe him. Yeah, shame. Free ones, dude. Get out of here, man. It's a bit insulting. I'm gonna have the UK units take priority on dying here, so the US can keep stacking. Right, full retreat. He could do 2 bombers. That'd be a very strange move. 2, 3. Can't land the fighters in 34, so we can't do an air raid. I don't know why he'd do that anyway. I'm gonna do keep AA here so he doesn't try and take out my A gun. This sub doesn't have to move anywhere, it can just stay put. Maybe get away from the destroyer if he moves the destroyer here, that's fine. Alright, so against the German assault here, I have a 74% chance to hold. So that might be interesting. I might push out in mass with the Russians. Either here or here to help defend. Because there's no Japanese units here. So, except here. So I could do a trade. Take these light, take all this light. I expect this infantry to move. I'm going to try and kill this, I think. I'm going to have to take 1, 2, 3, 4 back. And I could probably get away with moving the stack either forward here, or move in mass here, so I threaten to restack with the Russians. We'll see. At the end of the day, he's got to take all this back as well. He could like move in mass to Baltic, which he could pull off, but he has to be careful I don't do a 1-2 punch, take Germany from behind him. Which will be worth it. It'll be very worth it. It's one whole turn of Germany not recruiting. Pretty brutal. Alright, so what is he planning? Yeah. He could have 3 transport. He could have 2 transports on here. Or 3 transports on here. So infantry. I don't know what he's planning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, his bombers can't assist. I'm gonna hide here. So he only has 1 bombard and 2 infantry to try and take it out. I don't think that takes priority over Hawaii though, if I'm being honest. He might take here and take here. Let's see. We shall see. Alright, 2 bombers, another transport in 7. There should be nothing that can hit it. 2. And then 4 more infantry. And then I have another 6 units from the UK to stack. 2 fighter, well, that'll be 7 fighters total from the UK. I might be able to withstand a full might of the Germans if I'm lucky enough. Alright, 44 income for the United Kingdom. I might do 7 infantry, another bomber next round. I might just do mass bombers from the UK. Start bombing Germany every turn, maybe. We shall see. As the end of UK round 5, I'll be back with USA round 5. Okay, USA round 5. Japan bought 8 infantry, 1 bomber, 1 tank. Tank infantry to Manchuria, 2 infantry to Kwangtung, 4 infantry, 1 bomber to Japan. Bombed Russia for 7. Wow, this guy's bombing runs have been pretty much perfect, to be honest. That's certainly excellent. Hopefully he loses bombers in the future and he's not this successful every turn. Took New Zealand. Took India. Took Hawaii, you're losing an infantry. Failed to take Kazakh, losing an infantry. Yeah, that needs to like stop. I need him to lose some bombers, hopefully. Yeah, he can't keep getting away. He had a pretty good bombing run on India and then another one on Russia. That's not really something I need. So yeah, he pushed his main big stack here. This is fine. I'm going to push out pretty hard with the Russians here and expand and get that money back. I'm going to need it since so successful in his bombing runs. With the Americans, I'm going to buy 2 infantry, 3 tanks, transport, and a fighter. Yeah, 2 tanks for Norway, and a tank, 2 infantry to Western United States. I might as well shove the fighter there as well to make it impossible for him to take it. I mean, it's pretty impossible with 2 infantry and a gun, a tank. I'll decide that later, that's fine. I have a bit of a surplus going on because obviously my transports have not been able to actually get back. Some mass throwing my infantry around, my American stack around. I keep relocating it, so which is fine. So yeah, I'm going to be stacking Karelia with all the allied assets. And then the following round, I might still be able to hold it against the German horde. Because obviously the UK can now get involved and stack their fighters down. So it might just be enough. I can get away with doing that because Russia itself is not threatened. So... and this UK stack is intact. I'm probably going to move the stack into Kazakh here to stop him trading it. Yeah, that's fine. He hasn't moved aggressively against Africa as well. He's staying put. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to get myself the 10 transports. But I don't think the Americans are doing any attacks this turn. There's no point risking fighters to take these out. Russia can happily take these with no problem. Commit as much as I want. I doubt he's going to air raid any of these tiles. It doesn't make any sense. I could bomb Germany. But I'm just going to not do that just in case I lose the bomber and I need it to help defend Karelia. So that'll be it, I think. Okay. Well, that should be fine. It's a shame I don't have a Russian tank. I would simply blitz around, take these points. I don't know if I could push Russia in mass. It doesn't. You can just throw 11 tanks and 5 fighters at it. Alright, so yeah, no combats for the Americans here. I could do a sub on a battleship, but that's like a 5% battle. That's not going to work, is it? Alright. So we're going to pick every guy up here. Quick evacuation. Dump them into Karelia. And then these guys move up. I do have quite a big surplus here, so let's move you here. We might bait him to try and attack it. I doubt he would fall for that, but always the chance. I mean, my fleet doesn't need to be anywhere at the moment, so I might just leave it. In 7. Like, I don't need it anywhere, right? Like, it doesn't. I mean, I suppose I could just throw it in there. The only way, I'm only going to go back with the US fleet into season 8. He doesn't have odds on my fleet, so last time I checked, he doesn't have a bomber with the Germans, so I don't have to worry about this. We select this one, just in case. So then the bomber will die before tank and the fighters, just in case he goes for it and is pretty successful. So just a precaution here. Alright, that is everything for the Americans. Transport a tank, 2 tanks, 2 infantry. I didn't move the AA gun down, so that's a bit silly. Still a 98. I might as well stick the fighter there. I don't need the fighter anywhere else. But I'm technically threatening his battleship now if he doesn't move it. Alright. This is fine. I don't have any transports to actually take all these units anyway, so I don't need any more units on the coast. Yeah, I don't know if that's particularly very attractive for him to hit. It does look pretty nasty. But the Germans have quite a lot of firepower, so he might go for a couple round strafe, see how he does, and then decide whether he's going to keep going or not. I have to make sure I put the Russian fighters there, though. I don't technically need to repair Russia. I can just do this. This is fine. Does suck. That's fine. So, what am I doing? If I do infantry artillery's here. take this with 1 infantry. And then do 2 infantry, 1 artillery. He has to commit tanks to take this out, so... Is this reliable enough to take? Would he air raid this? I don't know. It's a bit strange. I could technically move this infantry as well, because the UK will be stacking Kazakh. And I doubt he's going to air raid this. I'll block him so he doesn't have access to these tanks. He's only going to have 1 infantry in all of his planes, which I don't know if that's a particularly good idea. I'll leave my tanks there as well, unless I blitz them across. I'll do this. I'll combine the Russian army. Alright, I'm liking this. Let's block these in. It doesn't make any sense to me why he would air raid, but he might just buy 2 fighters and then just do an air raid anyway. I don't know, it's quite risky. But air raiding multiple land units is quite risky. But maybe it's worth it because you're killing Russians and you've just bombed me, so... Right, good stuff from the Russians here. Right, both fighters. And I could put 8 infantry here. Threaten 8 infantry stacking onto Karelia here. I don't need to dead zone any of these tiles just yet. So I think I will do that. Just in case I need more Russian support to hold Karelia. Now that I think about it, I can actually deploy more Russians there. But I'll just deploy every Russian on this side. Preparing for the inevitable here. The Orange Horde. Alright, good stuff. He might stack Xinjiang with a small stack. I don't think that bothers me too much. I wouldn't be able to retaliate against him. Oh well. Right, so I want an artillery. I'll do that, honestly. Unless I put more Russians there. I could do infantry artillery. Then 2 infantry. You can copy the American one. To make sure that the bombers do die before the fighters here. I'm not sure how defensive profiles work if you have to have multiple nations have the same one for the order of loss to be finalized. I don't know. I'll do this. I'll do this. This is fine. Yeah, there's no like weird snipe. The Japanese don't have a tank in range. Russia, so don't have to worry about that. UK will be stacking this anyway. 22 IPC. Most of it will have to be spent on repairing, but I might luck out and shoot one of his bombers down finally. Yeah, this is pretty intimidating. I don't think I would hit it as the Germans. You don't have many lights, right? And you're going to be risking your tank corps. And your airplanes, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Alright, that is the end of Russia round 6. I'll be back with UK round 6. Alright, UK round 6. 8 infantry, 1 fighter for the Germans here. Took France back, no units lost. Failed to take Northwestern, so that helps a lot. That does hurt the Germans quite a bit. I'm going to do that with a combo of bombing on Germany as well, so that will hurt him. If it works, of course. And then he took Italy back, losing 1 infantry. Okay. What is it? Its income is A. Now, the UK is in a very unique position right now. Because I don't own India, so I've only got 8 recruitment slots. I don't need to invest over here anymore, right? Now, I'm getting a lot of short-term, huge boosts of income here. And I'm going to keep that up. I think. And with the UK, I'm thinking of 4 infantry, 2 artilleries, and 2 more bombers here. And then I might get a couple more bombers next round. I've not done this with the UK, but I'm kind of liking it. Especially during the late game, if I have loads of UK bombers in the area still. The strength of bombers is exponential, I'm pretty sure. The longer the game goes, the stronger they become. So, getting them now, I mean, I'm not interested in putting an IC down. It just creates another easy target for the Japanese to take. I'm not interested. With the UK here, I'm just going to take France. I'm just going to keep trading heavy with Germany, right? Trading as much as I can. And look at all of this undefended territory. Juicy. I have to take it with the UK. Like, that's 8. That's 14 more points the UK can grab for more bombers in the future. Like, this is insane. US and the Russians are just going to keep building up and defending while the UK trades heavier with Germany and stacks up on bombers. So I'm going to try this play out, see how successful it is. It seems pretty powerful and I am liking it, so he's pushed forward, huge stack, into Baltic. So he's trying to take this off me with the Germans. But I can get it to a roughly 91% chance to hold, regardless of what he does. With units to spare, so if I want to guarantee its safety, for whatever reason, I can send more Russian units. I'm glad I put these units here, because I'm now able to hold this with no problems. And I can stack 13 fighters there. Why would you ever set... As a sane person, why would you ever hit that voluntarily, right? Even if you have 31 lights, that's 13 fighters. That's scary. Just gotta wait for the Americans to get out of this predicament they're in, because they have to keep shuffling their units around to adapt to what Germany's doing. And now I've seemed to tame Germany slightly now. So now the American transports can come out back to 8 and go grab a load more US units and start shucking them. I could do a transport chain from 10 to 8 to 5 initially, but I might have to stop that depending on where the Japanese planes end up. There isn't any valid landing zone for his planes yet, because I'm going to be taking all this territory. So he actually can't land anywhere and then stack his German stack to help defend the planes. It's just not going to happen. That's another reason why I want to take these now. Because he could pull off a weird move of stacking 8 fighters and 2 bombers, which I can't really punish without jeopardizing the safety of Karelia. So I'm just going to take that, just in case if that move is a valid one. Alright, so I think I am happy with this. I'm going to run away as well, so he doesn't have he doesn't have a bombard, 3 infantry. I'm just going to run away. Waste as much of his time as possible here. And he has no odds on this, so I don't have to worry about that. Alright, let's get started with this. So what's the plan? I'm thinking of bombing Germany here. Bombing Italy here. Committing 1 bomber to France. Infantry artillery. 2 bombards. Now a blitz, the tank blitz to here and here. And 1 infantry to take this. I mean, this is insane, an insane amount of points the UK is going to grab this turn. I have to go for it. Like, I shouldn't give that up. I was thinking of stacking Kazakh, but I don't want him hitting it with an air force, pretty big air force instead. Because I'm not committing my tanks to this hold as well, so I'm simply just going to trade it with him initially, and then if I want to stack it, I'm thinking of stacking it. I don't think I can anymore because obviously he's going to push en masse here. So priority will be holding Caucasus. Denying Japan for as long as possible to his access to Caucasus. So I'm just going to put an infantry here so he doesn't take it for free. Leave an infantry behind. Back off. Keep the remaining Indian forces here. UK forces from India are safe. What I mean. Now I do want to take this, so I need 2 more infantry, which is fine. Where's the UKA gun? Where'd that go? Oh, it's here, okay. I was going to say. And then I have 1 infantry left to put on Northwestern Europe, so he doesn't blitz it. He has to trade it with the UK here. I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to see this. Right, this should be pretty good here. Alright. Let's lock these in. Hopefully the bombing runs go well. Alright, we're kicking off with a 6. That's very generous. That's very, very generous. Oh, that was close. What? Wow, okay. 12 damage from bombing raids this run? Wow. That is super generous. Wow. I mean, I could have asked for a better result from the UK this round. Absolutely beautiful. That hurts. That hurts a lot. It hurts him a lot. That's pretty brutal. I'm going to leave the artillery here, so I'm still going to threaten a punch from the UK. Let's be honest, I'm not going to do any damage to his stack. It's too big. But I'd rather lose the infantry than both. That is beautiful. Look at that. -6. That will never happen again. I cannot believe that. Right, so you guys run away. This sub. He left the battleship here. That's a bit strange. The sub can just hide. Just stay in. It can just stay there. It doesn't need to go anywhere. Alright. Now I want to bring an infantry. Did that work? Guess it didn't. And then bring the AA gun. So I actually have 2 AA guns there. That's even less incentive to hit that from the Germans. I'm just going to keep the UK fleet stacked on each other here. Okay, I have a lot of bombers. I could stack my bombers there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, stacking the bombers there means that we can't even put a small fleet there. What am I talking about? I might as well leave the bombers here then. It just makes it even more unlikely he's successful. Do I even bother doing that? Putting the AA gun there. Because he has 6 fighters now, which means I have to leave a fleet here. Yeah, I won't. It's just, let's just do that instead. So the entire US fleet can flee as well. I don't need the extra AA gun, that's fine. Alright, well, 2 more bombers here. 2 artilleries and 4 more infantry. Alright, looking pretty good. The UK is at 106 attack power, which is absolutely insane. That is truly impressive. I was not expecting that. I should be able to shuffle around to protect Caucasus from the Japanese. Should be able to. There should be a workaround here. I should be able to hold them both off. Fingers crossed, hopefully. He might bomb Caucasus here, so I have to pray that he is not as successful as he was. Still, he's got to repair 5. That does hurt him. He's probably going to buy 3 tanks. I think that's a fairly obvious move here. He has the lights. He just needs heavies now to force his way through. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, that is the end of UK round 6. And we'll be back with USA round 6.